Good afternoon. Welcome to the Silent Man Podcast. I'm your host, Javier Talamantes, and welcome to Feedback Saturdays. I got to tell you guys, thank you so much for everyone that commented, left your comments. It was just amazing to actually read everything that you guys are posting, and we're very grateful for that. I want to continue to encourage you to please comment because that's what's going to make our movement a lot more solid, a lot more fluid, and it's going to allow us also to make these micro changes, right? To better serve everyone. And so I also wanted to just bring it to light that, the voice that we don't hear is the voice that we can't put any type of resources towards. And it's a very important that we all come together as a community and we voice our opinions, right? At the end of the day, remember, it's just what we feel individually, but coming together as a movement, as a group, it's what's going to make it powerful because everyone's voice is going to come together and we're all going to become one. And that's really what the Silent Man movement's about. It's becoming one with each other, right? Everyone in sequence, everyone moving forward in one direction. I really want to implore everyone to please just leave your comments, even if it's just the most simplest comment, coming out, just leave it because it does feed the the I don't know if you want to call it like the tank, right? Uh, the more we pour into it, the stronger we're going to become because of it as well. So, you know, uh, going into the programs that we are going to be launching, uh, a lot of it right now is focusing and surrounding men and the financial struggles that we're going through. And we I want you to understand that we're already ahead of the game. We're ahead of, we've already went ahead and worked on the foundation that we're pouring so the silent man movement can actually not only grow evenly all the way through, but also can better serve, like I said, it can better serve any and all of us to better understand that, financially, it's just something that we go through. We don't need to live in that world. Having issues, problems, whatever you want to call it, surrounding money, it's just something that we go through. But we need to start really looking at the solutions. We need to start looking at the different programs that we can adopt. Our toolbox, the silent man toolbox, I've told you guys about this. It's just a matter of reaching back in, and in most times, like, you're going to go ahead and reach back in, and it's going to be something that you've already had in your toolbox. You just completely forgot that it was there, or maybe just life gets in the way and you just you totally forget that you have that. So let's reach into those toolboxes. Let's reach out with our voice. Let's ask for support, because the more people ask for support, the more I can do on my part, that I can continue to create these wonderful programs that we're launching and to better serve, once again, everyone that's involved, the whole movement, all the brotherhood. So please, I implore you once again to be one with us. Not only support, but also be a participant, and that means being a participant also in your own life, right? Because remember, we're all working towards a better version of ourselves, right? And the better version of ourselves will better serve us. And if it better serves us, then this financial thing, it becomes a thing of the past. And we start coming up with solutions. We start coming up with new programs that better serve us. And then it also allows us to get, uh, you know, these wonderful ideas for business, wonderful ideas on how to go ahead and get out of where we're at. So uh, I'm asking everyone to please, once again, leave your comments, so participate as much as possible. and that's going to make us all a lot more powerful in the movement that we're in. So one of the other programs that we're going to be launching is going to be the buddy system. I know I've talked about it many times. The buddy system is going to be amazing because it's going to allow each and every one of us to have someone that we can basically not so much only be accountable to, but also to bounce ideas off of, to bounce off things that are going on in our life, to go ahead and see if maybe somebody else is going through the same things that we're going through. Because if that's the case, then it's that much faster and that much easier to go ahead and come up with better solutions. Because if the masses of people are going through things, then it's much easier for us to come up with solutions for the masses as well. So the buddy, like I said, the buddy system is amazing. I have a buddy in my life. I check in, you know. We kind of just talk like two guys, and we leave it really light, you know. And when it needs to get serious, then we're serious, you know. But at the end of the day, it's just somebody that we can be accountable to, right? And remember, guys, we're not being accountable to them. What we're being accountable to is ourselves by keeping ourselves where, you know, what we say we're going to do because we said we're going to do it. And that's a powerful saying. Like if you just take it into like just take it in and know that, like, you know, what you say you do and what you do you say, and it's just a powerful thing. So one of our other programs is going to be, um, how to heal from within, how to go ahead and work on ourselves, and working on yourselves. If you really think about it, it's think about it like Tai Chi, right? There's this thing called Tai Chi. You can do it for maybe 10, 15 minutes a day. Makes your mind and your body super powerful. And so think about it the same way. If we take time out of our day to acknowledge ourselves, not only for the things that we're going through, but also the achievements that we're accomplishing, that's powerful as well. Because we're also acknowledging ourselves that even though we're having all these different circumstances that are sometimes holding us back, in other cases, it's almost like a pitfall, right? It's almost like something that opens up and starts swallowing us and taking us down. But then we have the good things. The good thing is as we acknowledge ourselves. If you woke up on time today, acknowledge yourself. If you went ahead and did something you said you were going to do today, acknowledge yourself. If because remember, it's not about the size of the win, it's about the win itself. And when you're winning, that means that you're moving forward. And you don't have any time to look back at any type of maybe inconsistencies, maybe you didn't you said you were going to do something, you didn't do it. Well, get back into agreement. We've talked about that before. Getting back into agreement is very easy, and this is the way it looks, right? Hey, I'm going to go to the gym today, guys. What time? I'm gonna go today at 5. And then so six comes along. No gym. I'm not there. So what do? Call my my buddy, right? Hey buddy, check this out, man. I said I was gonna be there at 5. I was gonna go to the gym. Something came up and I need to get back into agreement. Buddy says, okay, so what are you gonna do? I said, well, look, I'm gonna go ahead and at 6:30 I'm gonna be at the gym today. Okay, perfect. That means that you got 30 minutes before you have to be there. Okay, perfect. I'll give you a call when I'm there. And so I'm walking, I'm driving over to the gym and I walk, through the doors. And as soon as I check in, I send a phone call, right? Hey, listen, man, I just got to the gym. Thanks a lot for supporting me. Win. That's a win, guys. That's a win because even though you didn't do what you say you were going to do when you were going to do it, you got back into agreement, and this is exactly the way it looks. You're still on the win, okay? So just understand that, these are powerful tools that we all have available to us, right? But, we didn't come into this world to kick ourselves, to beat ourselves, to chastise, to hurt ourselves, right? Because we didn't do something that we said we were going to do, or we're not in a place in life that we want to be, right? Well, if you want to be in a certain place in life and you're not there, then choose to be there. And the way that looks is it's simple, right? And I'm always going to say it's simple because it's a simple choice, right? I can make a simple choice just like you can make a simple choice. And the simple choice looks like this. Man, you know what? I was supposed to, have uh, close XYZ, deals by this time of the month. It's beginning of the month, a new month, but I haven't done anything. Okay, perfect. What are you going to do tomorrow? What are you going to do from now? From this point forward, what are you going to do different? So, if in the first days of the month you haven't done anything, what are you going to do from this point forward? Okay, so forget about what you didn't do. Focus all your attention on what you're going to do. How are you going to be accountable? What you're going to do to go ahead and actually uh, be moving forward, right? Because we've all talked about this. Keep moving forward, and if you're not moving forward, then you're reminiscing about things in life that have already passed, that have already happened, and therefore there's nothing you can do about them. So you've got to understand that it's really important that you just focus all your attention on keep moving forward. Okay? So we've got these amazing new programs coming up, that are going to go ahead and serve us, and they're going to be amazing for the movement that we have. For everything that we say that we want, we're going to be able to accomplish. But the first thing we have to do is once again, we have to acknowledge ourselves. And acknowledging can also be about leaving comments, guys, because all you have to do is you have to punch in some digits, punch in some letters, punch in whatever you want. Even if you say, you know what, I'm mad because you said something. I'm mad because you didn't say that you were gonna, that you said something that you were like, it triggered something in me. It's like, that's the moment to acknowledge yourself and say, you know what, there's something there. There's something there that I need to go ahead and find out what it is, because just like, it's like that old saying, right? I've got heat on that. I've got heat on that. Like it's something there, and I need to focus my attention on what it is, because if you can find out what that is, that's going to be the beginning of changing your programs, right? Because the program has led you up to this point. And so everyone out there that's feeling suffocated, that's feeling like, the 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 sky is starting to fall on them. Everything is going wrong. That's not karma, guys. That's not anything else. That's just a simple mindset, right? That when something goes wrong, all of a sudden you think it's going to come in threes, or all of a sudden you think it's going to continue happening. It doesn't happen like that, right? So make sure you understand that the moment that you decide that you're going to make a change, that you don't look back and you continue to move forward. Always continue to move forward. So, once again, going back to leaving comments, right? I understand. We're all busy. I understand. We're all going through things. But check this out. Let's say today, right? Today you decide, I'm going to leave feedback, I'm going to leave a comment. And your mind is going to say, well, why would you want to do that? Like, your voice doesn't matter. That's the moment that you take back your power and you say, you know what, mind? I know what I want. And maybe by me sharing what's going on in my life, maybe I can make a difference in other men's lives too, because possibly they're going through the same things that I'm going through. And the one difference is, you know what? I found a way to get past that, And a lot of it had to do with my programs, changing the way I think by changing the way I do. And next you know, you went ahead and made a difference in maybe 5, 10, 100, 1,000. Sky's the limit. You just went it because you said what was going on in your mind, and you said what was going on in your life, and you shared something so intimate. Now all of a sudden you started creating this tidal wave, right? And now it's coming over everyone, and now it's allowing them to also make changes in their life by knowing that they're not alone, you know. So I just need you to understand that, if you were to just take that time, understand that maybe it's a humongous difference for a man, a man that's maybe going through things at that specific moment. They just hear you. And because of what you said, it's a powerful statement to know that a one plus one equals three. You and me make a change in one other person's life. So I just wanted to thank you so much for being a part of our movement. The Silent Man podcast isn't just, it's not a show, guys. This is life. Like every day is just life, And believe me, I'm every single day, I'm just fighting through things, you know. I'm I'm doing the same thing you guys are doing, And it's just doing the work. But I won't take no for an answer. And I'm always just moving forward, Regardless of what hits me, I'm always moving forward because I know for a fact that that's the only way I'm going to be able to go ahead and make a difference, not only in my life, but in the life of all you men. So thank you for being a part of our movement, and we will see you soon.